Okay, for our lesson 4, which is C++ programming language. So this is our lesson. Inside this lesson, we have 6 section. Okay, the first section is creator of C++. This is a movie that you're going, video that you're going to watch, and readings, readings, and this is another video you're going to watch again. And here are the get started sa C++, and the last one is the demo. So this demo of C++ is this one na ginagawa ko right now. So this recording that I am doing right now will be inside this section. So when you click this section, so ito mismo yung makikita nyo. Okay? Now, inside this get started, okay, inside this get started, in order for us to have a C++ environment, or in order for us to create a program in C++, we have these two requirements that we should have in our uh, computer. First one is a text editor like Notepad in order for us to write code in C++. So I've prepared using Sublime Text 3. Now the other one is the compiler, which is GCC. So here it translates the C++ code into a language that computer will understand. That is in machine language. So the the compiler allows translate the C code into a language that a computer can understand. That is the machine language. So these two are the prerequisite application that we need in order for us to create application using C++. Okay, so this is a link. Okay, when you click this one, this is a link that will go to this page that would allow you to download Sublime text. Okay, so here these are the version of Sublime text wherein what OS are you using. So let's say, for example, you're using an older version of Windows, like for example 32-bit Windows. So this one is the installer for you. If you're using a new operating system, Windows 10, running on the 64-bit architecture, so this one is the one that you're going to download. Okay, so clicking this would allow you to download the Sublime text that we're going to use. Okay, now the other one, which is this link, which is GCC, this is the compiler. When you click this, it will go to this page that would allow you to download the GNU Compiler Collection. That is why we call it GCC compiler. Okay, GNU Compiler Collection. So you're going to click this one, this button, in order for you to download mingw-get-setup.exe. Now, these two applications, I already downloaded in my desktop. Okay? So I will not download it anymore. Kayo na lang magda-download. So here in my desktop, I have here Sublime Text and the MinGW installer. Okay? So when you click Sublime, it will ask you, do you want to allow this application to make changes to your device? Of course, you're going to respond with a yes in order for the installation to start. Okay, I will not click yes because I have already installed Sublime in my computer. So there is no technical problem. So I know there you will not encounter any more technical problem upon installing this application. So I will not show it, or I will not install it anymore because I already did it. Then After you install Sublime Text, you're going to install the compiler. So clicking this one would give you this look. Okay. So as you can see, I already selected G++ bin. So this one, or the GNU C++ compiler. So let's say, for example, you want to select ADA. So you just click and mark for installation. So unmark. So you're going to mark this one. You're going to mark this one. Mark. Kasi ito ang kailangan natin, which is G++. Or the GNU C++ compiler. After selecting this one, after marking this one, like this, yung mark for installation. So pag na-mark mo na to, so pupunta ka lang dito sa installation, then apply changes. You just click apply changes after selecting this package. Okay? So you're going to click apply changes. Once you click apply changes, the installation will happen. Okay? Again, I will not install this anymore kasi I already installed it here in my computer. So discharge changes. So that is how you install Sublime and the GCC compiler. Now after installing your GCC compiler, there are some things that I want to share you para mas madali sa development. So in this search box, okay, you're going to type uh, settings. Okay, settings. You just type settings. Okay, again, in this text box, you type settings. Kasi we will do some changes in our environment variable. So settings. Then click system. So after clicking the system, tatype natin dyan, edit, okay, edit environment variable. Okay, hindi mo natatapusin kasi mag-a-appear na kagad. Edit environment variable. So ulitin ko, from here, ulitin natin, back natin ulit para mas sure na makukuha. So from here, you just type setting, then select setting. After selecting settings, you click system. So type edit. Okay, edit environment variables. Then you just select path. Select nyo lang itong path. After selecting this path, you just click edit button. And ito yung idadagdag nyo. So, idadagdag nyo siya. So, i-delete ko muna, then idadagdag ko na lang. Delete. Okay? So, ulitin, ano idadagdag natin dito? The reason why kaya ka magdadagdag dito is to tell the computer that you need the files accessible throughout your directory. And that file is, you should give the location to the computer para anytime na tatawagin mo siya, alam niya kung saan siya kukuhanin. Okay? So, I'm going to go to the shell or the command prompt. So you could go to the command prompt by typing cmd, then command prompt. So demonstrate ko lang. So cd backslash allows you to go to the drive C. Okay, sa drive C, sa pinaka-root directory. From drive C, if you want to display the list, you just type dir and you will see this main GW. This main GW will appear only if you are done installing the GCC compiler. So it will not appear kung hindi ka pa nag-install ng GCC compiler. So now, I'm done installing GCC compiler. Lalabas na ngayon yung folder niya dito sa drive C. Now, I want to get inside this main GW. Okay, main GW. So, in order for me to get inside main GW, I'm going to type cd then mean GW, then press enter. Now I'm inside mean GW, then display the content. So there are a bunch of directories inside this one, but we're going to focus here, which is bin. Okay, so to get inside bin, same command, which is change directory, cd change directory, then specify directory that you are going to, and then press enter. Then display, which is dir, which is directory, displayed, or to display the content of your directory. So here, I'm going to execute this one, which is C++. Now I can execute this one because I'm inside the bin. So to execute it, you just type C++. Now, if you want to know the version of your C++, you just type version, hyphen hyphen version. So dalawang hyphen sa harapan, and you will see your version of C++. Now, na pag work mo siya kasi nandun ka mismo sa loob. What if you are in a different location and iti-trigger mo yung C++ hyphen hyphen version? So, hindi mo siya ma-access. Now, for you to access that one, you're going to add this path. You're going to add this uh, location or path inside dun sa pinabago ko sa environment variable. So, dito natin siya ilalagay. So, add natin yung path, which is C, okay, C, colon, then slash, backslash, mean GW slash bin. Okay? So, this, kinopya lang natin. So, sinasabi natin na every time na may tatawagin tayong command inside bin is matitrigger na natin siya any point of our directory. So, dahil okay na siya, okay ko na. Okay? Then, check natin kung nandun siya, edit, ayun na siya. So, okay, nandun na siya. Okay. Now, dahil nandun na siya, I'm going to close this again. Then, to trigger, para makarating ako ulit sa shell, cmd, command prompt. Then, pay attention that I'm not inside main GW. I'm in my folder, which is the user folder, then jr sum. So I'm going to issue the command, which is C++, then the version, and it's now accessible. Now, pag hindi nangyari ito sa inyo, okay, like for example, nag-change ka na pero hindi ito nangyari, hindi lumabas yung version, try to restart first para malaman ng computer mo that you have changed you just add another path in your environment variable. So para ma-recognize na may changes na nangyari. So after restarting, I think it will do the it will display the version. It will work. Okay, it will trigger the C++ command. Okay, so now we're done. We know that our G6C compiler is working. Now let's try to test to compile a file. Okay. Now, in order for us to compile a file, of course, we need a code. Kailangan natin ng code. Now, before we do a code, okay, let's create a folder. Okay. So, let's create a folder inside jrsum. So, jrsum. So, display ko muna yung laman ni jrsum. So, let's create a folder name my project. So to create a directory here using this one, or let's say let's create a directory using this one, which is more easy for us to create. So from drive C, users, then jrsum. So makikreate ka lang ng folder, right click lang natin siya, then new, then folder, sabihin na lang natin, yung folder natin would be my project. So that is our project, my project. Yun ang pangalan ng folder natin. Now let's go to our terminal, to our shell, and display again, dir, so to update. So you will see my project here, okay, located here, my project. So we already have our folder, which is my project, that we created using an interface. So gumamit tayo ng interface in order for us to create a folder. So nasan na ba dito yan? So this one. So this is the location where we put our project. Okay? So in order for us to write code, we need a text editor. So nakapag-install na tayo ng Sublime. So click ko na lang siya, Sublime 3. So this is our Sublime. Okay? So we have no idea kung ano yung mga keywords sa C++. So I think you just go to W3C. Okay, W3C. And this link, you could read naman W3C 3schools.com CPP default plus. Okay, this is the link. Punta kayo and you just copy this code. Copy lang. Copy paste lang tayo muna. Copy. Okay, copy. Okay, then punta na tayo doon sa Sublime natin and paste our work. Paste. Kopya muna tayo. So this line of code or this code is a C++ code na kinopya natin sa W3C. Now, to save a document or to save a file in C++, you just click File, then Save. Then to specify that this is a C++ file, of course, you're going to provide a name for your application or project. So, let's say, for example, Sam, ang pangalan ng project natin. And to know that you are creating a C++ application. So, specify mo kung saan location siya pupunta pala. You just first specify kung saan pupunta. Ang sabi natin sa my project. So, my project siya. Then, ang file name natin Sam. And sabihin natin na this is a C++ file by adding the extension name of CPP. Okay, that's it. And pupunta siya doon sa my project natin. So, save. So, nag-iba kulay niya. So, na laman na ni Sublime that we are creating a C++ application. Okay, now that we save our file, let's check dun sa shell or dun sa command prompt kung pumasok na siya. So, here, CD, kasi papasok tayo dun sa folder, sa dito, sa my project, CD, my project. So, kailangan makita natin dito yung sum.cpp. Sum.cpp. Then, to list down the files, you type dir. Then, here we have 100 bytes na naubos sa tinype natin, which is sum.cpp. Yun yung size ni sum.cpp. So, we have this sum.cpp on our directory, my project. So, okay na siya. Nandito na. Now, we're going to compile this one. So, this is a code created in a high-level language. So, we will convert this to a machine language wherein the computer can understand the code that we created. To convert this one to a language that a computer can understand, this is the command. So, you just type C++, specify the file that you're going to compile, which is sum.cpp, then /o, which is the output, and what will be the name of the output. Okay, so what will be the name of your output or the executable files? So let's say, for example, the name is first. First ang pangalan ng magiging executable file natin. Okay, I'll just press enter. And let's wait. So the compiling is successful. So there is no error committed. So now if I'm going to list all the files inside my project, So we will see two files, which is sum.cpp. This is the code, and this one is the executable file, which is first.exe. Exe meaning to say that this is an executable file. So the size is 47,000 bytes ang na-occupy niya. Wherein this one is just a text, which is 100 bytes. Now, how does it, let's try if first.exe works. So you just call the name first. Dahil executable na siya, you just write first and press enter, and you have their hello world. Hello world. So, yun lang naman yung gusto mong pagawa doon. Now, in W3C, you could see the output pag na-click ka nitong green button, which is run example. So, W3C will show you the W3 schools will show you the code and the sample output that will happen if you run the code. So you have here hello world, and on the left side is the code. So yun. Now, dahil sinabi niya mag hello world lang ang lalabas, so definitely tama yung ginawa natin kasi hello world lang yung lumabas dito. Now, what if I intentionally erase this semicolon and save my work? Save. So, save ko siya. File, save, and i-compile ko siya. Compile. So, C++. Compile natin. And this time, it display an error. Okay? So, here, error expected. So, expected daw niya na meron nitong semicolon before the keyword return. So, bago daw mag-return ng keyword, dapat meron daw semicolon. So, we erase the semicolon here. So, na-detect ng compiler na may na-commit tayo ng error. Okay? Now, let's change that one. Save. Okay? File, save. Now, sinave natin na file, save. Now, this time, i-compile natin siya ulit. Then, let's see what will happen. So, there is a changes, no more errors. So, meaning to say we could run our file. So, to run it, you just type first. And that's it. You have there a hello world. But if I'm going to change this, hello Sam. Then save our work. File save. File save. Then, hindi ko siya i-compile. Okay? Hindi ko muna siya i-compile. So, patatakbuhin ko lang siya. So, walang mangyayari. Yung huling compilation pa rin ang papakita niya. Kasi hindi naman na-update yung executable files po. So, to update your executable files, dadaan ko ulit sa C++, sum.c, then kung ano yung output niya. Then, once na na-compile mo, once nag-run ka, hello sum na yung lalabas. So, that's it. So, ayun lang naman yung kailangan natin. So, for the activity, you have to create your environment wherein you could create your code in C++. So, this example, ang gusto ko lang mangyari is ma-install nyo yung text editor and a GCC compiler and test your environment. Pag nakapag-run ng ganito, that's it. Tapos na yung activity natin for this lesson. So, next lesson, I will give some activity na gagawin na. Magko-code na tayo. Pero, for now, you just set up the environment, i-ready nyo yung laptop, i-ready nyo yung desktop para next time, next lesson is mag-create na tayo ng mga activity and I'll give you problems wherein you solve it using C++ or using the programming language C++. So that's it for this lesson. Okay, see you.